Hi, good evening. Well, at least it's evening for us. Tenuta finale on tour, and we are on the South Island in New Zealand. It is glorious, and in fact it gets even better than glorious, because here we are in Marlborough, the absolute heart of the production of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, and dare I say, in one of the finest, if not the finest producer of Sauvignon in the whole of the region, which happens to be the vineyard of Dog Point. We've had a glorious afternoon talking with the winemakers and in fact with the owners. It's been an absolute pleasure, a little bit of a pilgrimage to be fair, because I know that in our household we've been drinking Dog Point for 14, 15 years, and it's been an absolute pleasure all the way through. So today you're not actually going to hear, I'm afraid, an awful lot about the world of Tenuta finale. You're going to hear a little bit more about what we're finding in terms of the comparisons and the contrasts that we're discovering in the world of New Zealand wine. We came actually with a fairly serious intention, and that was actually to start to discover a little bit more about the comparatives between New World wines and the freedom, the independence, the lateral thinking that they're able to apply, versus the traditions, the constraints, if you like, of the old world production. And I have to tell you, it is a heck of a revelation. And the first thing, and I'll say with the exception of Pinot Noir here, one of the most extraordinary things is I'm still looking for a hill upon which they grow grapes. I'm still looking for somewhere that it's almost impossible to climb. I'm still looking for somewhere where they have no choice but to handpick. Because if you look out behind me at this extraordinary valley, then you've got all the way through this geology of grey wacky, you've got vineyards which are based entirely on the plain. You're talking about a capacity which is beyond belief. You're talking about a production where you have individual wineries producing 30 million bottles, but with relatively small numbers of people, because everything, almost to a man, is mechanized. Now, there are one or two exceptions, and it can be perhaps the exception of an individual wine, or indeed an individual winemaker. I'll come back to that, because I'd like to take you through a little bit more of the excitement of New Zealand.